Hello viewers, I am Ravi Shankar Rash with another episode of Friday Poems, the 13th episode in fact. Today we are pleased to present a new poet, Srividya Sivakumar, reciting two of her poems. Srividya Sivakumar is from Coimbatore, a very unlikely place for poetry to flourish. So anyway, she is from Coimbatore and she is a teacher by profession. She is a poet, columnist and speaker, a very active person in the field of poetry. She has two collections of poetry to her credit, The Blue Note and The Heart is an Attic. Heart is an Attic was a very critically acclaimed book. She has weekly columns running on poetry in Hindu's Metropolis for almost 22 months. Her column currently appears in the online literary magazine Narrow Road. Srividya is a Best of the Net nominee in 2018 and was shortlisted for the Kamala Das Poetry Awards 2020. She was the editor of a voluminous anthology that came out recently, the Red River Red River Book of Contemporary Erotic Poetry, titled The Shape of a Poem, and she edited it along with Paresh Tiwari. She is reading two poems today, as I said, and the first poem is Pamukplysthepallanguzhi. Pamuk is the famous Turkish writer, and Pallanguzhi is the game played in Tamil Nadu. So it's a connection between two languages. That's what she means by this poem. And after that, she will read her poem, Tinder. So we are happy to present Srividya Sivakumar.
Hi, I'm Srividya Shivkumar. I'm a poet from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and I'm delighted to be sharing a poem of mine from my book, The Heart is an Attic, for Ravi Shankar's Friday Poems series. This one is called Pamukplysthepallanguzhi. I talked to him about Vijay Nambisan, reclusive poet, older brother. He says there are many like him in his state. Ayappa died on the streets. Chulikad is a warrior, and MT is the greatest of them all. You English literature convent educated girls, step outside, look at the world. My convent was a government school with a ghost in the bathroom. The marble floors were broken cement and cobwebs made for great hair ornaments. It was first come, first serve, and the days you were delayed, you squinted at the board in a dimly lit space, wondering about arithmetic. No one taught me poetry then. It was Mr. Bell and Mrs. Bell. It was Kutchu and his glasses. English literature was a father's well annotated Shakespeare. It was murder in the cathedral and Gitanjali. It was the state prayer, the few words of Tamil I could only hum to. I know not of Bharati, the man I share a birthday with. I know not of Sangam poetry. I immerse myself in the wine of Madhushala and look for the Saki. I sense the birth pangs in tamas and read. Yes, I am not partial to your tongue, but I can quote Umberto and Wisława, Neruda and Saadat. Life doesn't come in one dialect, neither does love, neither does learning, neither does hubris. Poets live and poets die, penniless in any language. Thank you. Hello, I am Srividya Shivakumar. I'm a poet from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and I'm delighted to be sharing some of my work in Ravi Shankar's Friday Poems series. This poem is from my book, The Heart is an Attic. It's called Tinder. The warm weight of a worried, wandering heart rests lightly on the deep darkness of the night. There is a voice calling and writing and pleading and guilting me into action and inaction, to leave, stay, to listen, to just be, to say it will be okay. That heart, that restless heart that leaves my bed with frequency, mid kiss, mid caress, to stare at the moon or sing a tune that's only for one and cannot be played on a jukebox. That heart that wanders and will not be tied down, because to be loved is to be tied down. That heart that walks away with no second glance and not a tear shed in regret or reproach or resignation. That bastard heart now comes out, seeking me like I am its salvation. Across the bridge of distrust as recriminations stands this heart. It's come back, traipsing its way through explosive fury and loud sobbing fits. It looks at me voiceless, hoarse-throated from all the appeals for mercy. You reject my one non-negotiable, and yet stand there lustful for the pleasures that only my being can provide. I look across this vast abyss, my eyes cold, my heart colder, and my soul not in the mood for negotiation. I light a match to your love letters and set the whole damn place on fire. Thank you.